Ghosties on second.
Hey, Ghosties, thanks for joining us. You have reached Ghosties on second. Please do not leave a message after the beep. Don't know where I was going with that, but this is Hangin with Hannah Warner. So welcome, Hannah. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
You are our 11th guest. Last week I was wondering how many we were at.
Yeah.
This is our 11th Ghostie that we're getting to know. It has been truly a pleasure getting to know everybody that we've gotten to know so far. So first of all, where are you joining us from? Where are you calling in from?
I actually do live in Kansas City, Missouri, so the better
Oh,
of
nice.
the two Kansas Cities.
No way. Okay.
Yeah. So I've been to a few of Jake and Rachel's games, their volleyball games and stuff, so that's been fun. And I've been to both of the guys' churches a couple of times. Yeah. I'm just existing here in Kansas City with them. So
Damn, that's cool.
It's true. How do Jake and Brad's churches differ?
Um, well, they're both loud. I'll just put it that way. So, little background story. I actually did grow up Mormon, so
Wow.
that's my religious experience. But
Gotcha.
I haven't been Mormon. I haven't considered myself like fully Mormon for about 5 years, I would say now. So I did. There was a period of time where I went to some other churches, and I was just like, you know what? I think I'm just non-denominational now. So I went
Yeah.
to Brad's church, and then I went to Jake's church. It felt more, I don't know, more my vibe. It is more of a
Yeah.
youthful sort of like catering to the younger crowd of people, and Brad's is definitely more, I would say, at least from what I could tell, more along the lines of a traditional but
Yeah.
yet contemporary Baptist. So
Yeah. Like,
Family.
exactly.
Yeah.
That type. There's a church nearby that's a lot like Brad's church. It's called Idlewild Baptist. It's just like larger. There's a lot like during worship. There's like so many instruments, and there's like a choir, and there's just like so much, and it's beautiful and it's vibrant. I remember just like loving the experience, and man, we were at like one church for so long, like 15 years, and then the past couple of years I've had the opportunity to experience different churches, like 5 or 6 different churches, and it's been really wonderful seeing the differences, and they're subtle, but then some of them are not so subtle. Some of them are like really big differences. But every time that we visit somewhere, it's just really cool seeing appreciating the things that they value, the things that they put the attention of detail into, and things like that. So,
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where does she live?
do you guys want to say anything else? Do you guys want to chime in at all on the church thing?
I don't know. Sorry, I'm still waiting for my coffee to kick in. I'm a dud right now.
You're drinking
I don't really
coffee?
have-
I'll get fun in like 20 minutes.
Okay.
I couldn't.
What?
You're drinking coffee at 7 p.m. I could never do that.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, no, it doesn't rob me of sleep. It just helps me make it to the end, to the finish line. I know, it's crazy.
You get too close to the mic.
Oh, sorry.
Back it up.
Sometimes you're like right here. It's like, yeah, just like a comfortable distance. I don't know.
Um,
Wait, so this is actually a good conversation. Okay, Shelby's drinking coffee at 7. You grew up Mormon. Isn't it that you can't have coffee as a Mormon or something?
Yeah. It's
Oh, I didn't know that.
Either.
That's so
Yeah.
interesting.
not a thing that Mormons do, but it's funny because they will
Okay.
eat all the chocolate, they'll drink all the soda, caffeine. So I don't know. There is like in
Hmm.
the Mormon scripture, there is some sort of line about like not drinking hot drinks, and I think that's why
Oh.
they do that. But
Interesting.
Did you guys
Wow.
coffee?
hot coffee, so it's fine, right?
Is iced coffee okay, or is truly just coffee
I
in
think
general
it's
because it's brewed hot? Okay. Interesting.
I think it's more of the caffeine thing is why they don't do it. But
Gotcha.
still, there's like so many versions of
Loopholes, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Okay, so you live in Kansas City, Missouri. Where did you grow up?
here, basically.
Okay.
My family moved to Missouri when I was 5, so this has been my home for, 29
Your
years
whole
of my
life?
life. So
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome. And when did you graduate high school?
You can do the math. Hold on. Don't say it. She just gave away her age just now. So
That's fine about the age, but I'm talking about like high school.
2009.
It would have been, yeah, if I had gone to public
Ah,
schools.
Oh, were you homeschooled?
okay.
I was.
Awesome. Okay.
The
Yeah.
same as she just said she was 34 basically. So I was like, we're also I'm 34. You're getting ready to turn 34.
That's right. And
Yeah.
I've recently found out that my birthday is one day before Jake's birthday. So I'm one day older than Jake.
Oh wow.
Very
Oh,
nice.
wow.
Yeah. So we'll be turning 34 pretty soon here. Wow. Okay, that's cool. So talk about your now was the homeschool experience. What was that like for you? Did you guys go to like a weekly co-op or anything like that?
We did eventually. There was one that we had gone to. So like Liberty, Missouri was like the next like biggest town closest to us. I lived out very rural area, and so we had to drive about 40 minutes to get there. But it was a twice a week thing that we did with a very large group of homeschoolers, I would say. So I
Nice.
did.
And growing up, what were some of your favorite things to do? Like, I mean, any age range, elementary, middle, high school.
Well, a younger age, I'd say play outside because that's what we had to
Yeah.
do.
Mhm.
Imagination out there. Um, we would hang out with our friends in the neighborhood when they got home from school, and that was fun. Growing up
Good old
Mormon,
days.
there was a lot of, well, not a lot, but weekly activities that we do on like Wednesday nights, and
Mhm.
yeah, that was basically it. I don't know. I did, I did. um, I play the, I play the violin and piano, so there's
There you
some
go.
talent there. I spent a
Awesome.
lot of time just like playing piano, I guess, and
Mhm.
I guess doing minimal schoolwork because my mom was very lenient on that, and I'm fine. I
Yeah.
turned out fine, I guess.
Yeah.
Yay for the homeschooling. But
Yeah.
I was
A lot of learning happens just living life that
oh
people
yeah.
don't realize.
a lot of learning just happens living. It's a good t-shirt idea.
You would be surprised how many people go to a store to go shopping and they don't know how to pick up like a ripe fruit and
Hmm.
you know it's just basic
Yeah.
like the things you probably should know how to do to survive even. Like
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
Basic.
think I've realized since homeschooling. Sorry, did I cut you off? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, okay. I've realized since homeschooling, like how the attitude, I feel like I grew up with this, like of being in school that like that's all the learning you do in a way. It's like I'm kind of checked out with the rest of life. And there were so many things I didn't learn, like, and it wasn't my school's fault. It was just the fact that it's like that mentality of like, well, that's where I learn and then I'm done. And yeah, just things that it's like wasn't paying attention for the rest of life, not observing, not asking questions, just kind of making it.
Yeah. Most like public school is very rigorous. Like you have to learn these things to go to the next grade, test through it, or whatever. Which again, like especially in high school, like I think about high school math. Like I enjoyed math, but just like so much of it was just like I have no idea anymore. Like I don't know
Yeah.
how to graph an algebraic like thing, and I don't need to. Like I
Yeah.
don't need to
Yeah.
know how to do that.
Yeah.
Also,
No.
there's computer programs and calculators, and like they can help do it now.
Yeah.
I don't need to know that.
I was studying math today. It's just so funny to be able to start teaching my kids next week.
Is
But
it
I'm
the same
excited about it.
math? Sorry, is it the same math as you learned when you were young, or is it a
Me
different?
now,
Just-
I I'm learning something like it's kind of totally new, which I shouldn't get off on it way too much because I can really go off on this because I'm excited about it. But with classical conversations, which this is what Brad and Catherine do with their kids, they have just in the past few years like come up with their own math curriculum as well, and it's called Math Map, and it's really approaching things from like the standpoint that everything within this curriculum focuses on like learning the language of every subject. So like even with math, it's like you learn the language of math, and it's also very like it brings scripture into it and like God revealing himself through. But I am studying because there are things that I never learned in high school that like are, not that my 5-year-old is going to have to master and have memorized, but that my 5-year-old is going to see and be exposed to and using that I'm like, I didn't learn this in high school. So it feels like a lot. I'm excited about it. I'm also kind of nervous because it's a lot of new, but yeah, it's cool.
I
Anyway,
do,
that's us.
I don't know. I do wish I learned more about like buying houses and mortgages and investments. I wish that
Mhm.
was a mainstream than I
Yeah.
think it is. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not, I mean, not even, and we all went to the same Christian school, but even in public school, like, I don't think they learned any of that stuff. So,
mm,
like, about mortgages, whatever.
Basic
Yeah.
life stuff.
Yeah, taxes. I mean, I don't even think you need to understand. Tax is so complex, like, it doesn't, You don't need to.
Well, and this is the kind of thing too. I think that we forget that the family is meant to be where we do most of our learning as well. Like parents need to be training their children in these things too.
Yes.
That, I don't
Yeah.
know. Did
I
you,
really
what was, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I really liked when Catherine was on that episode with Brad and she was talking about why, like how she explained to other people why they decided to homeschool. And it was because they wanted to be the greatest influences in their children's
Mm-hmm.
lives. And that
Yeah.
is just like, that's exactly what I want to be. Like, I'm very traditional in my views of like the father is a provider for the home. And I know these days, like, sometimes you do need both, but I think it's worth the sacrifice to give up some lifestyle things in order to
Yeah.
have substance for your children. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot take. I like it. Yeah, I mean that you're a stay-at-home mom. My wife's a stay-at-home mom, raising the kids. My wife's also done homeschooling for a year now, and then starting up joining a co-op. Actually, we're doing like an intro tomorrow. But and my son's about to turn 5 also, and I have a younger daughter. But um, yeah, that's good. That's good.
I was going to ask about your family too, growing up, like how, like siblings and, what that looked like at home a little bit.
yeah, so all of my siblings, my oldest brother, I think my mom, she pulled him out of public school because they were like, I don't know, they were going to try and hold him back because he couldn't like read that grade. I don't know, something. She pulled him out. I think he might have been like
Hmm.
5. And then she just homeschooled the rest of her kids. And then uh, age-wise, I'm the youngest of them. Uh, we're all about 2 years apart, which is, I think, that's good ages, 2 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I feel like there's larger age gaps in between siblings now than there were back then. So
Yeah.
I don't
How
know.
many siblings do you have?
Oh, sorry. There's 4 of us. I have 2 older
Oh,
brothers.
okay.
Well, I have to explain this a little bit differently. So I have my oldest brother that I grew up with. He is a half brother. I never considered him a half brother just because we were together all the time. And then my second oldest brother is a full brother. I have another half brother who is in Hawaii from one of my dad's previous marriages. And then there's my sister, and then there's me. So I technically have 5 siblings. 2 of them are half. So I say
Mm-hmm.
there's 4 kids in my family.
Yeah.
It is what
Two
it is.
halves make a whole.
That's funny.
So, I don't know. But I didn't grow up with the Hawaiian half brother because he wasn't really a part of my dad's life. I think past the
Mm-hmm.
age of 8 maybe. But he was
Uh-huh.
super cool. I actually got to meet
Cool.
him for the first time in February 2020, like literally right before Kansas City
Ooh,
started to shut down stuff for COVID.
Wow.
Wow.
Very,
yeah, just in time.
very divine timing, you could say.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Was he
so
just visiting in, like reconnecting or something,
I,
or did you go there?
I went to Hawaii with a friend
Oh,
for
okay.
a 10-day vacation. So
Awesome.
again, very, very good timing because
Yeah.
we went
Yeah.
there, we came back, and then like I think the next week is when all the stuff in Kansas City was like, oh, this sickness is going around. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
That's great. Hawaii vacation. That sounds exciting too.
it was
I
very,
know.
very.
So that kind of timeline brings us to maybe around the time where Ghost Runners could have been being introduced into your life. What's your Ghostie origin story? How did you find out about the guys? When did you find out about the guys?
It's a little hazy in my memory,
Okay.
but I do remember the first time that I actually like saw Jake in person was when Trey Kennedy had a comedy show just like 20 minutes from my house. Um,
Nice.
it's just some comedy club real close by. But I remember thinking his opener was a little funnier than he was. So
Wow.
that was fun. And then I think I I can never remember, and I haven't bothered to go back and look at the original start dates of both podcasts. But I think Trey
Hmm.
started his first, and then maybe Jake mentioned something about how he and a friend were gonna think about starting a podcast. So then I was like, well, he's funny, so I'll go listen to that. I think I maybe started on the second or third episode in, and I've just been listening ever since.
Wow.
Oh, great.
So I think, not to correct you, I am correcting you. I'm pretty sure because I just went back and started listening to the Ghost Runners from the beginning too. I'm pretty sure they started in May or June of 2019, and I think Trey started it in like I'm going to sound corporate, but like the third quarter of 2019 or something. Because then around the time I started a new job, and I was like, oh, Trey Kennedy's doing a podcast or something.
Wow.
So maybe a few months after. But no, I
Yeah,
mean,
you might be
cool.
right. I am probably wrong. So
Still, that's funny. I mean, so many people's
Yeah.
story. What did Hannah Warner and Hannah Jennings have a term for it? The
She said,
tray trickle down or
yeah,
something?
Yeah, the tray trickle down.
something like
that's
that. I just listened
Right?
to it.
Yeah, it was
Check it
so
on Trey.
Oh,
trickle down
yeah,
tray.
that's what it was. Yep.
Yeah, and that's hilarious. First of
Yeah.
all, so many ghosties found it that way, and for whatever reason, the algorithm did its thing, and
Yeah.
that's even just telling the guys my story this past or last week. It was just like, yeah, somehow the jean shorts found its way into our algorithm, and just thought those videos were hilarious, and just kept on watching those videos,
Yeah.
and found our way into ghost rooms.
So was the comedy club where you saw Jake and Trey, were they like practicing material or was it technically like actually their own tour? Are you not sure?
um I can't I can't remember. I just know
Okay.
so the friend that I went to Hawaii with,
Yeah.
I think saw that Trey Kennedy was doing a just a show, and it was
Yeah.
literally minutes from where we lived. I was like, she lived with me at the time,
Sure.
so
Yeah.
I like Facebook messaged her from the other room, and I was like, "You want to go?" And then we just got and we
That's
went.
cool.
So. And it was funny
That's
too
awesome.
because the same night, like we went. It's like an outdoor shopping area called Zona Rosa, and we just went ahead of time and we're like, let's get some Cold Stone and do that whatever beforehand. And then we're walking to the comedy club from Cold Stone, and then she just like we're just talking, we're chatting, and then she just like kind of hits me on the arm, and I was like, "What?" And she just like turns around and looks, and I'm like, it was Trey and Jake just walking the other way, and I just was oblivious to this happening. And I looked at her and I was like, "Why didn't you say anything?" Like they were literally just there. We could have said,
Yeah.
"Hi, we're here to see you," and she never said
That's
anything
funny.
about it. I was like, "Oh, it's ridiculous." So
Missed
yeah.
opportunity.
Who do we see walking back and forth in the background there?
Sorry, that's my mom. So
Hi,
not sorry,
mom.
not sorry.
Don't be sorry. She should have stopped and said hi.
You want to say hi, mom?
That's the episode title could be "Hanging with Hannah and Her Mom." That's
Yeah.
good. Hi.
She's famous now.
Sorry for intruding.
You're not. You're having fun.
Shoot. Okay, so what was it like when your first ghosty meetup or ghosty getaway? I know that you're right there. So obviously when they start talking about going to the game or F12 or whatever it was, just talk about that like that initial time that you went and you actually met other fans of the pop.
Yeah, so my first official ghosty event that I went to was Grandezvous,
Okay.
and I loved it. I should have forced myself to be more outgoing before then, because then I would have experienced more fun. So,
Yeah.
uh, but I didn't know anybody at the time at all. And my approach was I'm just going to show up and I'm going to find somebody who looks nice and I'm just going to be like, "Hi, I'm Hannah. What's your name?" So I did that and it ended up being Amanda Hutzel. So I don't know if you've heard her name on the podcast at all, but
I've
she
heard her
actually,
name, but I haven't interacted with her.
yeah, she lives in Chillicothe, which is about an hour away from here, little over an hour. But she drove up there and I just happened to say, you know, hi to her, and then I just hung out with her for the rest of that weekend. So it was very fun. And she's
That's cool.
actually, I think, the reason that I ended up going to last year's Gulf Shores trip. So,
Nice. Is she going this year or she went last year or what?
um, she went last year, and I convinced
Yeah.
her to stay for both sessions. I think
Oh
I
wow.
want to say me. So, and then she is coming this year, but I think it's only for one of the sessions, the second
Oh,
one.
okay. Cool.
I think
Good to
so.
know too.
Yeah.
Awesome. You're going the whole time?
Yes. I wouldn't miss
Sweet.
it.
What's the vibe when there's not things happening? Is it like
Yeah.
I know we asked somebody this recently, but yeah, like what was like throughout the days? What should we expect if we're like day 3? Is there a
Mm,
lot of downtime? Is there like a lot like you made friends with a couple of people? You guys are just playing a board game around the table. Other people are out on the beach. Other people are playing pickleball down the street.
yeah, I think I discovered for myself um, that I'm okay just hanging out with whoever. So I would just like walk around the house. I would go to the beach and I would chat with some people there, and then I'd go like take a dip in the waves. And then I think I was like, I think I've had enough like beach sun. So then I just went up to the pool and I just hung out in there like by myself for a little bit. And I can't remember if this was the second session or not, But then Alvaro came up and we just like hung out in the pool and chatted for a while. And I was like, this is
Nice.
pretty cool. This is fun. Just having a good
Dude,
time.
Cool.
see, our first hang with Alvaro was over the internet on a screen.
Oh yeah.
Her first hang with Alvaro is chilling beachside in a pool. Like
Yeah.
that. We're jealous.
No, but that was a good
So
question.
cool.
I'm glad you asked that too, because I've been thinking about that too. I mean, I even put in one of the chats like, what am I supposed to be like? How am I supposed to plan for packing? Because I'm like, I know we're supposed to go on like a dinner cruise on each of the sessions,
Is it a dinner cruise or a
Or-
dolphin cruise?
or some sort of
Okay.
cruise, right?
So
Yeah, go
last
ahead.
year, a little tidbit of info. Brad thought he was just booking a sunset cruise. It was a dolphin cruise. So
Okay.
did it wrong, but we got to see dolphins. So it was fun.
Yeah.
I don't know
I don't remember
that
how
it-
it's advertised this time.
cruise. Yeah, it might be
Yeah.
the same cruise, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I missed the group calls when they did that a few weeks ago. So
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right, because you had a first date, right?
I did. I did.
All right. All right. I'll leave it there.
And
I won't ask any personal questions.
well, that guy didn't work out.
Unless you want to share.
This has now become Ghostie Island.
Well, okay, so that guy didn't work out, but I went on a first date the next week, and this guy is working out. So
Hey! Sweet. What's his
I'll
first and last name? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. What are some of your favorite, like, what are some of the things comedically that you relate to? Like, what are some of the movies and TV shows? Because I love that you pulled your friend in to go to see a comedy show. Like, so that tells me, like, you're a fan of comedy. What are just some of your favorites?
comedian wise, I think I used to like Nate Bargatze a lot. I still like him, but not as much as Dusty Slay. And
Oh,
Trey.
yes. Thank you, Hannah.
And also, I mean, obviously Jake. I don't know. I think Brad's really funny too. So I don't know.
Yeah.
These
Oh,
are my
yeah.
dad. So
Yes.
I
that's how it
A
goes.
second ago, when you mentioned Dusty Slay, I had a moment a couple weeks ago where we're talking to Lindsay and she mentions the Jonas Brothers, and I kind of just like got really excited, and that's what just happened a second ago when you said Dusty Slay, because Shelby and I recently went on we just watched whatever he had on Netflix, and then we're like looking up YouTube videos and stuff. He's just so funny, and I've seen him here and there over the past couple years. And I loved, he just got the long hair and the hat on. We're having a good time.
Yeah.
So I've seen clips, but then when we actually watched his special, and then watched his next special, I was sold. I was like, this guy is hilarious.
Where's the specials on? Is it Netflix?
I think it's Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then
Oh.
someone else. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I watched Wet Heat last night, so and I thought it was pretty funny.
Are you familiar with Derek Stroop at all?
Oh yes, okay. So I like John Christ too, and Derek
Of course,
Stroop because I went to go see John Christ when he came
Yeah.
to Kansas City,
So did
and
we.
Derek Stroop was one of the openers, and I was like, my gosh, this guy is so funny. And I
Wasn't
just,
his bit about the cigarettes hilarious?
Well, yeah.
My mother-in-law smoked a bunch when she was raising my wife, and it's my wife immediately texted that to her mom, and she was like, "Oh yeah."
What's the
many holidays?
What's the bit? Yeah. Like, we need to bring some of these cigarettes back. Something like.
Yeah, when you bring smoking back, it's like cigarettes saved Thanksgiving. Like you're
Yeah,
saying, if you're in a stressful conversation or a stressful family situation, you're like, I gotta go light one up.
My dad smoked all growing up, and I can say that's probably true. It's like, but he ruined some holidays too. So that would have been like, Daddy, just go take a squat. We always joked we would
Take a squat sounds like something
a
else.
squat because no, I know it sounds like something else, but he would, because he would always get back on his toes and be sitting on his heels, and he'd talk to you, and then all of a sudden he'd get very chill as he smoked a cigarette. It's it was a real thing.
Growing up dating Shelby in high school, there was so many nights where he'd have this, maybe watching a movie, and he'd have the sliding glass door, and he'd have his arm out the patio with a cigarette, or he'd go out in the patio and crack the sliding glass door so he could hear the movie still, but he'd be watching out there smoking a cigarette, and then he'd come in and he'd have his big cup of tea, and he'd be squatting there and just talking to you.
I think I may have seen that once or twice, just being over there.
That was
What about smoking for Mormons? Is that a no? No.
Yeah,
Seems like
yes.
I'm just curious.
this is going to become the
no.
most.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely curious. I didn't know. I didn't
Another-
realize I didn't know very much about Mormonism.
I mentioned this the other day that Mormon is the same thing as Latter-day Saints, right?
Yes, it is. They prefer
Okay, yeah.
for Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That was a focus that came around within the past 6, 8 years, something like that. So, but before
Gotcha.
then, we were proud to be Mormon. So, I don't
Boom.
know.
Yeah. So no birthdays and holidays, right? Or am I mixing it up with a
Uh,
different?
Wrong. We do
Oh,
celebrate
okay.
birthdays and holidays.
Okay.
Oh, what is that?
No,
I know
like
that is something.
Seventh-day Adventist or something
Yeah.
like that.
I don't know if
Maybe.
it's Seventh Day Adventist because I think my grandma, not my grandma Barbara, my dad's mom was Seventh Day Adventist, I think. So I don't think it's that.
Okay. I don't know what I'm
Is
thinking
it? No, I know what you're talking about because I had one when I used to be in a daycare. We had a kid and I accidentally had him do the art project along with all the other kids. It was like an American flag for 4th of July, and his dad got very upset with me.
of. Oh man.
It's like, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Jehovah's
Did they let
Witness.
you-
Jehovah's Witness. There you go. What?
I was going to ask, did his dad let you know that that wasn't something they do, though?
Yes.
So-
Yes. We knew it was just one of those things, like in the chaos of everything, I'm just passing out papers and I just wasn't thinking about because it also wasn't like I was their teacher 100% of the time. Like, it was daycare. We got switched in and out of classes. So I just forgot to send the kid out when we did the fun stuff. I forgot.
Just pushing patriotism. Just kidding.
Yeah, I do think so. There is a Jehovah's Witness church like 5 minutes from my house, and
Wow.
I go on walks around my neighborhood, and I remember somebody told me that none of those churches have windows except for
Oh,
on like the
interesting.
door. So I just think about that every time I drive by a Jehovah's Witness church, and I don't see windows on anything besides the door. So
Cool.
it's interesting.
Dang. Now, you sent me some photos earlier, and I thought maybe we could go
Yes.
through some of those photos together. And
Yeah, there's only like 5 of them, so.
I know there weren't any necessarily in an order, but let's just start out with corn sweats.
So I, just as like a hobby, I make little magnets. They're like 1 inch, just like wooden magnets. And I just had the idea that I could just take phrases or things from the podcast and just make magnets based on those phrases or words. And
Gotcha.
corn sweats was so.
Do you sell these?
Yeah, that's what
I do not like I've only made 2 specifically for Ghost Runners so far, but the other ones I make I do like farmers markets, and we do this thing called First Fridays in Kansas City where it's like
Okay.
an art conglomerate sort of deal, and then you
Yeah.
go sell merchandise or whatever you have. So
That is cool.
That's awesome. I love that.
some, but it's more of like my side, the most side gig there is ever. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's not,
Yeah.
So you don't have like an Etsy shop or anything like that?
no, I'm not like Maddie Dieterle. I don't have an
Yeah.
Etsy shop.
That's
Where we were going.
one thing that I always think about, but I'm more like I'm not as good at committing to one particular craft. To
Yeah.
like people have said, oh, you should do an Etsy shop for that or for that or for that. But it would be like a lot of me focusing on one thing. I'm more like I want to learn a new skill now, and just because it's hard to accomplish anything with kids, but yeah, that's always a dream. But
For kids.
I love. No, it is. It's because the kids are the most important thing. So I can't sit and crochet all day, and But also, I was just gonna say, we love going to craft fair. Caleb too. You like it too, right? It's so much fun going to any kind of craft fair thing and like buying the special
Yeah.
stuff. Like I love it, and I've thought about it before. Like I should just do something so I can sell stuff at a place like that, but I'm not committed enough. So I get what you mean by it's the side. I get that. But that's so cute. Yeah, because I was gonna say if they were like available to be sold, we would definitely be looking into that.
And what
Oh,
is
yeah.
corn sweats? Like, where did that come from in the Ghostie lore?
Those are more
That
recent
was,
episodes.
yeah, it was kind of more recent. I think it was one of the times that Jake and Rachel went to Iowa, and he just said something about the humidity up there was so much
Yep.
higher.
Okay, I remember that. I thought that
Yeah.
that when he mentioned it recently, I thought that he was like referencing some other inside joke from before. So okay, that's cool.
Well, if he mentioned it recently, he elaborated on it like a little bit further back, where he was saying, like, Hannah, I think you were getting into is, I think it was like 70 something degrees. They were playing pickleball in Iowa, but the humidity was 100%. So he was like getting like sweating a bunch himself.
Yeah.
But then I mean, I personally looked it up in that moment too, and it was saying, I don't know, something like 1 acre of corn releases like 2,000 gallons of
Can't even
water
know.
or something like that. And
What are the corn
I mean,
sweats?
That's what it is. It's just the
Yeah.
corn itself
Crazy.
is producing more moisture into the atmosphere. So then,
Oh,
even
dang.
though it's 70 degrees, it's just like all this moisture. And Iowa is corn state, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got like a humidifier right there.
Yeah.
Okay, dang. Okay,
Yeah.
I
sweet.
mean, lately in Florida, it feels like stepping outside feels like
Oh yeah, we
stepping into a summer.
don't need no corn for
Yeah.
the humidity.
I don't think we would survive here.
That's true. Yeah,
It's like you're immediately.
We have too much humidity to begin with.
I love popcorn though. Just gotta say. Sorry. All right, what's
Big guy.
yeah, big movie guy. Oh, the next pin that you have here, it says 30% literate GRKC.
hmm
Where did that come
yeah,
from?
I can't remember actually. Because I think Jake had mentioned it on both Correct Opinions and Ghost Runners, but it was something about a game they were playing, and I think maybe maybe they did it on Trey's podcast first, and Kate, it was something about a game. They had to figure out how many people in the world were illiterate,
Yeah.
and I think
Oh, I
that's-
remember
That was Trey.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
I think that was Trey,
Yeah,
the person that said way wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
So
yeah,
it may
I'm
not be specific, but 30% literate sounded very funny to me, so
Yeah.
I put it on a magnet. So
What's that
Yeah,
game
there
called?
it is.
It's great.
over under.
No, there's another name for it. They were,
I might have
What is
just
it?
made that up. I don't
Say it
The
again?
Great Divide.
Huh.
I don't remember
Mind
either.
the
I
Gap.
remember that.
Mind the
Is it
gap?
Mind the Gap? Yeah, could be. No,
sounds right.
Maybe it could be. I'm lost right now.
question
right.
for Jake.
Yeah.
It's a game about like estimating like facts or like stats or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the description, the official description.
It just reminds me of our 9%
Yeah.
inside joke that we have now.
It's yours.
No, it's
I don't even remember it.
the 9%.
I'm
That was funny, dude.
It took him a second.
And even I didn't mean to, but like it snuck into the Ghost Runners episode. So and actually it made me laugh though when he was like, "Yeah, I remember Rachel mentioned like I think like a ghostie gave me money tonight or something." That was
Yeah.
really funny. Okay, so what's the next picture we have here? Is this? It's like a reflection.
It's gotta be Chicago.
Yeah, is it Chicago?
Oh yeah, that's the Bean in Chicago.
Yeah.
The bean.
That was so that, and I think one of the other pictures too is Lisa Gluck and Alvaro and we hung out. This was the day before the Napanee meetup at Main Street Roasters, MSR.
So cool.
So we just hung out in Chicago for like the first half of the day, I guess, and we just had a good time. Visited
That's
the
great.
Bean. We went to the aquarium, which honestly, it's not that great and not worth it.
We have the Florida aquariums though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I will say that the zoo in Chicago was pretty good. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a free zoo. You just had to pay for
Oh.
parking,
Oh, that's
and
cool.
that was way more worth it than the like almost $50 I think that we paid to get to the aquarium. So
Yeah.
you know.
Not all aquariums are created equal for sure.
Isn't the Atlanta aquarium supposed to be like amazing?
We've been to it a couple of times. It has 2 whale sharks in the aquarium.
Wow.
The glass is like 2 feet thick or something.
Oh,
That's,
snap.
that's like their big thing.
My favorite thing about aquariums is when you can like walk through a tunnel and
Oh, yeah.
be surrounded.
We just went to, and I just came back from vacation at Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and there's a Ripley's aquarium up there, and there is like a like moving sidewalk like tunnel thing that goes around, and yeah, there's like sharks and different things like swimming over you. It's really cool.
I love that.
It was not easy to like hold Vera and just like stand still the whole time we were going, because she just wanted to get down and run, you know.
I would really
But
like to stay in one of those. What do you call it? A hotel or a bungalow or an Airbnb? I don't know what it is, but like where you sleep in a room that like has a wall to ceiling aquarium. Like you're sleeping like, and the only light is the blue light coming in from the light of the aquarium. Or like one of those bungalows that like sit over the water,
oh yeah,
and then they have like a thing that goes in under the water.
Something.
Yeah. And you can like go in that room and you're like in a room underwater. Have you
Yeah.
seen this?
Yeah.
Am I alone? Okay.
That's cool.
It sounds more like a dream. Like,
Yeah,
and
I
there's
was
probably-
literally gonna say the same thing.
Yeah,
I was
that's
gonna say the same thing. It's like whenever I see a picture like that, it's like, oh yeah, that's some fantasy.
AI. I'm just
no, it's real.
I want to
my
say another version, like another thing like that is, s- it's got to be in Europe somewhere where it's extremely cold all the time, but they actually
yeah.
make like a hotel
Oh
out of
yeah.
ice, and you can stay in the
Mhm.
hotel,
yes.
but it's
I
all
think it's like
ice.
Norway or
And but
something.
the
Yeah.
hotel is, yeah,
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Sounds crazy.
Yeah, back in
I
like
would,
the 2010 to 2012, somewhere in there, there's probably like a BuzzFeed article of like the 10 coolest
Oh
places
yeah.
to sleep
Mhm.
or something, and there was that one. There was also a place where it looked really scary, but it was like up in the mountains, and it was built like on the side of a cliff or something, and like you literally like look down, and you're just like,
Yeah.
and you like just sleep
That would
there.
freak
You're
me
like you sleep like
Oh,
hanging
like on
over.
a yeah, no way.
Oh my god!
I
Yeah.
wiggle too much in sleep, but you'll find out. And I just can't worry on it. But um, I think there's a James Bond movie, or maybe it's like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen or something like that. That they go to with Sean Connery,
Yeah.
where they go to like some sort of ice hotel. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, what was your Hawaii experience like?
Yeah.
oh, it was beautiful. There were, it's the type of environment where I guess I went in the rainy season, so it was
Mhm.
raining, like it would rain for 5 minutes, and then it would be sunny for like an hour, and then you get like 5 minutes of rain. So
Yeah.
obviously constant humidity with that, but it wasn't like unbearably humid,
Hmm.
unlike probably Iowa in the summer or Florida. So
Yeah.
Did you go to
lots of,
like Honolulu or where did you go?
yeah. So Oahu is where we ended up
Yeah.
going. Um, my geography before I went, I thought that Hawaii, the island of Hawaii, is where I thought Honolulu was, but that's not it. It's
Okay.
on Oahu.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Um, and I'm glad that we made that distinction before we went out there. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got to meet my brother-in-laws, or not my brother-in-law. I'm fully related to him, almost halfway.
Cool.
Yeah, so we lots of hiking. The guy I was dating at the time, he went to school there, so we took some recommendations from him on places to eat, things to do, hikes to hike. And the last hike that we did was Cocoa Head, and it's built on like a rail from World War II or some war, but it was like
Just
the
climbing up.
tracks to take supplies up to the top. It's like abandoned, obviously, but there's like so many. It's like 1,000 something steps up to the top,
Oh yeah.
but the
Wow.
steps
Wow.
are literally railroad ties that are very far apart. So
Mhm.
I went up the whole way. My friend decided she was just done, and she stopped and sat down and was like, "I'm fine," and I was like, "Well, I'm going because
Yeah.
how many times are you going to go back to Hawaii? Like,
Yeah, because
I
sometimes
don't
you just
know."
got to do the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had an experience in Mexico when I went where this guy that it was on a missions trip like with a group, and there was this older gentleman that apparently like did like part of his job was like doing wiring and really high towers. So he's like, I climb for a living, so I love climbing. He's like, I'm going to go up this mountain, not a mountain. Yeah, it was like it was something that we could all see like the top of the hill from the city, from the town square. Anyway, so me and my best friend and I decided we were going to go with him, and I am not athletic at all or like a climber or any kind of anything, but I'm like, I'm a young able-bodied person, I'm going to climb up this. I was 18, 19 at the time. And it was like the scariest thing ever. But I was like, I have to do this because we're here and because the opportunity was offered to us. And there was like a bunch of people in our group that were like, we're not going to do this. But there were cactuses all along the way, like little tiny cactus things. And like, I could swear like an angel moved me out of the way because I kept slipping down. Like on the way down, it was so steep. I kept slipping and falling. And like this one time I caught myself and like my hand moved just at the last second. I almost landed like in a cactus. And I was so scared, but I was like, thank you, Lord. Anyway, it's, I don't know. I'm maybe being more dramatic about it than it was, but it felt like a really cool experience just because it was like, we climbed that.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
I mean,
beach
with the
in.
Cocoa Head Trail.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry. No, go for it.
I was just going to say with the Cocoa Head Trail, that I guess is one of the hardest ones on Oahu. So
Yes.
I can say I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one? 'Cause I went when I was maybe like 13 or something. I have an uncle that lives in on in Honolulu on Oahu, whatever. And is that the one that is like right off the side of the road, like an interstate or something like that? There's like really steep steps at the side of a mountain.
Yeah, that's probably
Okay.
like if you saw it, it would be unmistakable because I think it's the only one that you can see steps
Yeah.
just going straight up the mountain.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah, it
awesome.
was like I think when I was like 12 or 13, my parents were like, "Yeah, a lot of people climb up." I think we saw people climbing up, and we were like, "What the heck?" But no, that's cool. I
Yeah.
was gonna say one other memory that I have of Hawaii is there's like a crater on like a crater beach that at somewhere I don't remember what it's called, but I don't know if you like did that while you were there too. I want to say like
Uh,
Haleakala crater or something like that. I think that's not the right
I
thing.
don't remember a
Yeah.
crater. Um,
Anyways, it was beautiful. But
I don't.
It was just cool. Whatever. You missed the
Well,
opportunity of life.
one picture that we forgot to get to was you said like the big group shot, and was that from Branson?
Yes. Yeah, that was from Branson. So Ashley Meyer, she it's like started a group chat once a bunch of people decided that they were going to go to Branson and was like, does anybody else want to hop in on this house and just split the rent between or split the Airbnb cost between all these people? So a bunch of us were like, yeah, let's do it. So she did that and we all stayed there and it was a bunch of us from the Gulf Shore trip plus
That's
some
so
new
cool.
people. So it was like a mini
nice.
reunion. Very
Yeah.
fun.
Awesome.
If they do another Branson thing, we're pretty much decided that our two families are going to try our best to go. Right?
I mean, you decided that.
You
I, mean,
want-
I would like to, but like I don't know. What
All right, we'll
depends on the timing.
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
I think it sounds fun.
That's a great
There's other
idea,
stuff to
My
do.
husband says it's okay, and then
That's right.
I don't have the same authority on my side.
But it'd be a great idea to rent a big Airbnb.
Yeah.
I mean, not for everybody. We have kids, probably just our families.
yeah, not everybody else
Oh.
wants to be in there with me and my kids. So.
We want them to be there. They can
I
watch the
think-
kids.
That's right.
Yeah, I think in that house there was 3 floors, so I mean, like you could technically bring
Oh,
your
wow.
families and just take a floor. So
You do not
Yeah.
want them.
Dang.
I'm just-
Oh, man.
Oh, I like your Ghost Runner shirt. I meant to mention that first thing, but I didn't.
Yes.
I know. You know what? I meant to get some more. I'd like to get
Me
like
too.
one more ghosty shirt or something before they get away. But I had got myself a. It was like the one that was like the ghosty that was like deadlifting, and it was like Ghost Runners deadlifting or something. But I pulled it out of the dryer one day, and like the collar had just like completely ripped off of the shirt,
Yeah.
Yeah. All I have is I think a long sleeve shirt.
and I have the short sleeve shirt.
Short sleeve shirt.
Maybe you could just cut the sleeves off.
No, no. I really like it. The way the collar, the way
It is nice, yeah.
But yeah. Also, my wife got me I think I Love Mondays cup, Ghost Runners cup. I just used it today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Something, it's not ghosty merch, but when I was leaving Kansas City in the airport, I stopped and got the kids and Shelby like a t-shirt, and then I got Shelby a hoodie, like a Kansas City hoodie. And it's like such a cute little red color. Oh, yeah, she was wearing it last week on the pod. I just thought it was like a nice, it's like that red and yellow, like the Chiefs colors.
Yeah.
So it's Chiefs colors, but
We'll allow it.
just kidding.
You'll allow it.
Oh, yeah, I'll allow. Hannah, are you into any kind of sports?
not necessarily. It's almost like anytime I'm dating a guy, I'll go watch them with him because I want to spend time with the guy. It's
Yeah.
less about the sports. So
Yeah.
I just
I don't follow
it's
sports at
enjoying-
all.
Yeah, no, I do not either. So
I only asked
I like
because
pickle.
yeah, pickleball. Yeah, I only asked because we've been surprised by like a couple ladies who really love baseball, and it's like, oh wow, that's exciting.
Yeah.
It's like part of, but that's like Americana, that's like baseball.
Yeah, I remember my aunt took me and my cousins to a baseball game when we were kids, thinking like, oh, like this will be a fun thing to do with all the kids, and we were all just miserable the whole time. Like, why would anybody
But was it hot?
stand this heat?
Yeah.
Yes, it was hot and it was
Sports
just
is a different
miserable. And I think that just turned me off to baseball forever. So
Also, baseball is just like
Yeah.
it can be very slow.
yeah,
Yeah, like if it's a good pitching, like there's literally nothing happening. You're just waiting for someone to like hit the ball, please.
I do know that they have a pitching clock, I think. So
Yeah,
it shortens
nice.
it a little bit of time.
Oh
I
yes,
know a little
yes,
bit.
you're right. And actually, yeah, I think the last time So before they introduced that, some of the games would go. I mean, they would really drag it out, like 3.5 hours or something. Now that they have the clock, it's closer to like 2 hours and 15 minutes or something.
Yeah, I recognize the difference immediately.
Oh yeah.
Like when Corey and I went to see a game, I've only gone to see like maybe less than 10 games, like or maybe like 10 games my whole life or something. Probably.
Yeah.
We went and it was just like, oh hey, the pickup is nice. Like I mean, the game like moves pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It was pretty nice. What was my next question? Oh yeah, I wanted to know from other like from last year's Ghostie getaway. What are some you talked about meeting or hanging out with Alvaro? What are some other things that you remember about the getaway? Just maybe some fun stories or just cool people that you met.
I mean, everybody was cool. So,
Should they don't leave
so-
anybody out?
I meant like cool connections that you made.
Cool connections. Well, I mean, Alvaro's a really cool guy. That was fun
He
to
is.
get to know him a little bit more. I introduced the game of Bank, and that
Oh.
turned out to be very wild. I did it in the first session, tried to keep the hype going for the second session, but it wasn't as big that time
Yeah.
around. Like I even went to Walmart in between the sessions and I bought like 16 pairs of dice, and I was like, I guess it's not as good this time around. I mean, they did play; it was good, but it was a different group of people. So
Different
and
dynamic,
initially, man,
Yeah.
Brad was so obsessed with it, and then Jake comes in, and like doubles in this game are what you want, and you never want to roll a 7. So I think Jake comes in and he goes like, "What's going on?" And then Brad's like, "Here, roll these dice." I think that's how it went. And so Jake's rolling the dice, and he rolls doubles, and then they're like rolling back and forth, and it doubles, 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 and it was just so fun, so fun. It's like when you get a group of people together, it's
Yeah.
extremely loud, rambunctious. It's such a simple game, but
I have
it
no
is
idea what this game
insane.
is.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm looking
Same.
forward. I like intentionally haven't even looked it up because I'm like, I just want someone to teach me while we're there. Today in the group chat there, did Alvaro bring it up? Dungeons and Dragons. Somebody brought up Dungeons and Dragons, and
Dominic or something like that.
yeah,
Also.
and then they quickly found out that there was like 3 or 4 guys who all play regularly, and one of the guys is like,
Or
oh yeah, I'm
continuously playing or something. I don't really
like a
understand.
dungeon master. I'm
Oh yeah, I've been a DM for like the
Yeah.
last 15 years or something. and-
Maybe we can do like a one-shot
Like-
game. I don't know. So I was like, hey, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
That'll be fun, I'm sure. But I also just keep wondering, like, is there going to be time for any of this stuff? But I guess that kind of goes back to my original question, which maybe we kind of got sidetracked of. Like, what's the day
We
today?
did.
a little
So they
sidetrack.
do
15 minutes later.
scheduled. Some of it is scheduled, but they're all Jake
Yeah.
and Brad were always like, "You are not obligated to do any of this. If you want to spend all day at the beach, that's your prerogative. If you want to hang out and do all these things, you can do that. That is fine." So it's kind of whatever you want to do, but they have like timed things, and you go do it if you want to.
Are they
Very,
like
very
things?
chill.
Are they things like in
Sorry.
or around the Airbnb, or are they like we're gonna go play pickleball down the street, or like
Yeah. So actually, this was a funny story. So I think the second session we went to go play pickleball. I think we had to drive like 20 minutes to this like sports complex,
Okay.
and turns out there was some regional state
Oh, no.
thing going on, so we could not use the pickleball courts at all, even though they weren't being used by anybody else. They would not let us play. So then we ended up going to this like I think it might have been a retirement home apartment area
Nice.
and played there. We played there for a while. So it was
That's fun.
Very fun. Very fun.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
yeah.
I just played for the
I don't know
first
if I-
time this past Sunday. Sorry, go ahead.
First time.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Your very
I was-
first time.
Sorry. It was a cat just walked by. Yeah, the first time. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Anytime I play, it's a Ghost Runners event.
Yeah.
Or it's a Friday event. Like Jake did that thing, Valentine's Day at Chicken and Pickle
Chicken
in
and
North
Pickle, yeah.
Kansas City, which is 15 minutes from my house. So I went, and it was a date that I went on. That
Yeah.
guy didn't last, obviously. But,
We lost the game.
it was fun. It was fun to just go and have somebody to go do that with. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
That's cool.
That's so cool.
Wait, so do you ever go to McLean's?
I have been to McLean's once. And they actually just opened a new location in North Kansas City. And I work in North Kansas City, and it's like a block from my work. So I've been there. I've been there a few times, actually. Do you know Celia? She's
No.
like a photographer. Okay.
I've heard her
Celia
name a
O'Brien.
bunch.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm pretty sure she still lives here in Kansas City. But I met up with her one time. We got lunch there. Yeah, she's real cool. I never know if she's in Missouri or not because she's so busy doing her photography. And she went to I think it's called the Midwest Theological Baptist Seminary or something, which is like 10 minutes from my house. So that's cool too.
Nice.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Small world.
Yeah. Have you ever like run into the guys accidentally around town? I know it's a big town, but just asking.
No, I kind of, no, I have not into them on accident. That's going to sound a little weird.
No.
I think I don't want to just like ask them, hey, are you going to be at this thing? But like Timon's, what was it? The Sound of Music that he was in.
Yeah.
I just like bought a ticket for a day, and I was like, that would be kind of cool if like either Jake or Brad were there, and I just like saw them and was like, what's up?
Yeah.
So Brad was actually there, and this was the day that Hattie came back from Kanakuk, I think. So she was very worn out, tired, but yeah, I met her, and I was like, Hattie, you're famous. She's super cute, super cute. But yeah, and then Brad introduced me. He's like, Hattie, this is my friend Hannah, and I was like, he did not just call me his friend. That's cool. Like, I've only met him. I don't know. I mean, I did go on vacation with him last year. So
Yeah, you guys are
it's
friends. What are you
fun.
talking about?
I mean, it's fun to be considered friends, you know, even
Exactly.
after such a short time of like physical interaction with somebody. So
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
Jake,
Oh, that's awesome.
I've never seen at any of time and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's definitely not weird to buy a ticket to a show, you know? I mean, like, that's always welcome and awesome.
Yeah. Now going on
Yeah.
vacation with random people.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Y'all are crazy.
Yeah, we're doing it.
yeah, I did. This is one of I don't know if it's rude or not, but an ex-boyfriend of mine asked, like, he just like texted me randomly after that trip and was like, hey, just like wondering how it's going. And I was like, it's been pretty good. I just got back from a vacation with like 30 strangers pretty much. Real good time. And he just, like, didn't text me back after that. I was like, it worked, thank goodness. So I don't know. I just didn't want to talk to him. I was like, why are you texting me? So I told him the truth. I went on a vacation with like 30 strangers, and it was a really good time.
So, like, I guess wherever you work now, like, has that come up in conversation or with friends or whatever? Like, hey, I'm going on this, like, because I'm always like, oh, God. I mean, I don't have to explain it. We talked about this previously, but I explain, like, oh, the podcast, listen to. We debrief a podcast about that, and we're going on vacation with strangers. Just open a full can of worms.
Yeah, I think the way I usually approach it is just like, I listen to a podcast. Everybody that's going on the trip are fans of the podcast, and the hosts are putting on this event for these select few fans.
Oh,
So
Very
you know,
nice.
yeah.
That feels
Yeah.
pretty, like, straightforward, and, like,
Yeah.
somebody wouldn't be like, what? If you say it, you know?
Yeah, that was probably like the most concise way you could do it. That's
Yeah.
kind of perfect.
And by saying selective, it almost makes like it seem like you were selected too. Like
Many are called,
and
few are
picked.
chosen.
Yeah, so it sounds different than
Yes.
yeah. Just on a whim, signed up.
I'm still trying to explain to some people what a podcast is. I mean, like, what year are we in?
It was a little hopeless
Like,
for them.
it's
So.
like a radio show,
Talk show.
okay? Yeah, like, it's not that complicated.
It's the morning show.
Okay, so basically it's my grandma, so
Yeah.
that's all. I'm just teasing. I'm teasing.
She's gonna see this.
No, she's not.
Okay. What is that?
Actually, I had an interest. I'm interested to know. I kind of
Okay.
assumed when you said that you had left, like Mormonism, kind of not like left it, but that you don't consider yourself a Mormon anymore. I just assumed like, oh, that was probably like her parents' thing, so now she's like away from her parents enough. But you're like your mom's in the background, so was it a family thing? Like the family doesn't really consider themselves Mormon anymore?
I would say my oldest brother and my sister, they are still in the church.
Hmm.
They do that. And then my second oldest brother and me and my mom, we're kind of just like we're done with it. So, and then my Hawaiian half brother, I don't think he ever was part of it anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's cool. That's just I was interested. I was like, I was assumed. You should never assume. So that's
Yeah.
what. Yeah, that's cool though.
I think that you probably get that portrayal from like it's not Mormon, but the Amish thing, like the Breaking Amish shows or whatever.
Oh,
where they're
yeah.
like, yeah, they're being rebellious and they're going into town or whatever. Yeah.
We get that about, I mean,
Not just the Amish. Yeah, any kind of like religious
Any kind of
society,
religious-
really.
there was something we
But it's
really
like
loved
first
and
grade.
like had friends that were a part of it, and then they came out with a whole like the documentary against it. The thing that no, not that. The thing that Britt and Jason,
Oh, Teen Mania.
yeah,
Yeah.
Teen Mania. We did so much stuff with Teen Mania, and now
Fire
there's
the
like
Fire, yeah, all that stuff.
there's like a total hate documentary against it. Like
Just like that there were some unhealthy practices and stuff. I don't know.
there's-
I actually haven't even seen the
whenever
documentary.
There's
So.
people, there's going to be failure. So that's just a reality that
That's true.
we live with.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think we have to figure out how to get healthy too, because we all.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, we all go
Journey.
through journeys and figuring out like, I don't know, it's a tangled web we weave. Now I'm just saying trite things. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
So you said moving
I was-
on. I'm just kidding. Oh, go ahead.
oh, I was just going to add on to that. Like, being healthy, like, how do you be healthy? Is I surround myself with healthy things. And that's like comedy for me is the most healthy things because I think laughing is just so good
Yeah.
for the soul, for you to be in that environment. I mean, even if you're just listening to it, it just puts you in like a happier mindset. So that's, I mean, and then
Totally
the
agree.
people you hang out with, it's just, I think it's like the 5 people you surround yourself with. Those are the most influence in your life. So you have to choose the people that you want to be influenced by.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
happy.
that's wise.
Choose the people.
Very good.
And ghosties are a lot of those people in I think a lot of our lives now
Yes.
too. Who do you keep up with regularly from the ghosty community? Like whether it be group text or what, however it is.
So occasionally, like Lisa Gluck and I will text. Who else? And then I think maybe Laura might have mentioned it on her episode with you guys. There's like the Ghosty Island like Christmas party
Yeah.
chat that got started and is now just I think it's me and Maddie Dieterly, Hannah, and then Laura. I think it's just us 4, and
Yeah.
it's great. It's a great time. I'll like
Yeah.
come back to that chat and there's like 50 messages sometimes. And I think last time I was like, per usual, Hannah's missed a lot. I can't remember what I said, but it was funny and it was accurate. So because there were messages from them and I'll put in there every once in a while. So yeah, it's good.
I feel like
Kinda
too
the same,
active
uh,
in the group chats. Go ahead. Sorry, finish up. You're good.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's the same for me with the group me chats because I feel like there's all these messages like popping off. Like I come back to like 60 something messages and I'm like, and I think I commented in group 1. I was like, how do you people have so much time to message?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But today,
I
Lisa
think I'm
and
working
I forget who.
Emily Brace.
Emily Brace, yeah. Emily's like, yeah, it's like really slow at work today, so like let's dive in. Whatever. Like Lisa was
Okay.
talking about the over under on like will we get to this destination in 4 hours or
Yeah.
something
So
like that?
so Lisa is driving, and it's like a 3-hour and 15-minute drive according to her Maps app. But she puts in the group chat, yes or no, are we going to make it in time? And you can vote on it. And so like maybe I don't know.
Oh, she said over under.
Yeah, over
Four
under
hours.
4 hours.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, 3-hour trip. You can stop for the bathroom one time. Under.
Yeah, I put over 100%.
Oh
Like
my
immediately.
gosh. But then like Emily was like, hey, like a lot of people were kind of going back and forth with this this girl Emily. She's like, hey, what's your dad's phone number? Because she's driving in the car with her dad, and her dad's the one who keeps wanting to make stops, and so she's gonna try to like text her dad to like get him to stop making so many stops or something. I don't know. It was like so funny. And then she's like, oh, I'll give you his number, but it's in the form of a riddle. And so the riddle, it was like
Baseball players.
baseball player jerseys numbers one by one.
Twins from Lisa.
And she's naming out like all these different baseball players. And I was just like, this this thread is amazing. Like this group chat is amazing because it was just hilarious. Like, what in the world is going on here? And then she eventually, of course, didn't make it. And like,
she made it after 4 hours. She is alive.
did make it in time. But like they were
She's there.
when they would stop, like her dad and brother or something were playing like Pokemon Go or something.
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
They were like doing Pokemon games, like so they have to stop at a location and like catch the Pokemon in that location, and like, and I was just thinking, I could not have made it in that car. Like, I'd have been like, "Give me your phones. We're making it. We got 2 hours left."
Yeah. Oh boy, that's what I have to look forward to in a few days.
Corey.
I try not to drink a lot while we're.
Oh, you're not like that on a road
Not
trip.
at all. Not at all.
But that's also why I want to leave like at 7, so we have like we do have a couple hours to like kill. You know,
But remember, we also have the hour time change, so
Yeah.
we're also going to gain an hour. We're going to go back in time an hour.
Yeah.
So maybe we should leave it 8. What time does your flight arrive on Saturday?
Oh, I'm driving. So I'll,
Yeah.
I'll already be there Friday night beforehand.
No way.
And I just
Like sleeping on the
out all
porch?
day on Saturday.
I just get it.
No. I have this like cute little Airbnb about 30
Nice.
minutes north of the actual house. So
Oh, that's
Cool.
cool.
I'll probably
Is anyone
message-
else
I think-
joining you?
yeah. No, I think I've decided because last year I think I started out wrong. I did love hanging out with Amanda Hutzel. Like last year when I went down there, she offered that I could stay that night that I got down there with her because she had already been there a week before working, and I think she had a condo. So I stayed with her. We stayed up really late, and then I spent the next week and a half just having so much fun and staying up till like midnight every night. And then the last night was the only night that I went to bed before midnight. And then I got sick and I had to drive home still.
Oh
And I
no.
was like, I don't want to start out my trip that way. So I am going to sleep in my own place in some peace and quiet before I go real
the
hard on
chaos.
this trip and just have some fun. Because I think I have FOMO. So I don't like these kind of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Caleb for sure relates.
I definitely have FOMO.
Yeah. I kind of have associative FOMO in certain situations, like where, like if you're having FOMO, it's like I don't want to just be the guy that goes to sleep.
But I've also, like, because of the kids being up late and then me and Shelby trying to have time together and then we're up late and then I have to wake up early, go to the gym before work. And
Crazy sleep habit.
yeah, so I really would like to get some sleep on this trip. So I don't know what it's going to be like, but I at least, yeah, no, like, yeah, I want to at least be getting like at least 6 hours a night. No, but I'm now thinking that I'm sharing a bed with Corey, so my sleep habits and Corey's sleep habits kind of have to,
Yeah, to collide a little bit.
yeah.
I think I can
Okay.
like on nights when we record this. Usually we don't start like. Thank you for advocating for an earlier start time. But usually we don't start like recording until
8 or 9.
8 or 9 or whatever. And so I'm not home till like midnight or something, and then you got to be up at like 5:30 or 6 to start the day.
Yeah. We always kind of make fun of Corey like he's an old man because he wants to end the night sooner and go to
I
bed
used to
sooner.
be worse.
Like when we
before.
hang out. No, but
Yeah.
I was going to say we do it out of our own guilt and shame that we have the worst sleeping habits.
I will say like I was more rigid when I was a little bit younger, and like when I didn't have kids. I think yet I was saying like it's got to get up early to work out or whatever, and now
Yeah.
it's like I'll figure it out. Like I can get 6 hours of sleep or 5.5 or whatever. It's no big deal.
I was going to say about the Gulf Shores, the beds, I do remember them being pretty comfy. So I wouldn't worry about
nice.
falling asleep.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So Hannah, where do you work? What do you do for work?
It is a medical ID jewelry company that is
Oh, that's
an online
cool.
company, but we're based in North Kansas City. And it is called Lauren's Hope. So Laurens, just the name Lauren. And it's just medical ID jewelry. So if you have any sort of like disease or medication that you're on, it's like a 1.5-inch oval tag that you can engrave anything you want on it. There's like 6 lines I think you can fit on the tag. And then there are interchangeable bracelet strands that you can purchase.
Cool.
So you can have like one tag and like 4 different bracelets you can interchange if you wanted to.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that idea. I've seen that before, and I love that. The first time I ever saw it, I was like, genius idea.
So at that place, like what do you do at that place? Make it?
It's glorified jewelry maker. I don't know,
Okay.
glorified hobby.
You're doing it. Yeah. Building.
Yeah.
Got it.
I mean, like, I'm kind of a manager, but I'm not. I don't have a manager uh,
Title?
title, you could
Yeah.
say. I just, as a manager, people ask me questions. I've been there. My 14-year work anniversary was like last
Wow.
Thursday,
Wow.
so I've been
Very
there a
cool.
long time,
Hey,
and I'm really.
that's the exact amount of time that I've been at the hotel. I'm coming up on 14 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
yeah.
I don't think I'll ever survive 14 years at one place. Not survive, it's just like
Well,
at
it's
some
all.
point you gotta
Yeah.
leave.
Well, a couple of years ago, when I had that big shift from front desk operations into sales, that
Yeah.
was like such a huge shift I think that's maybe what
Yeah.
helped salvage.
Rejuvenated. Yeah.
Because I was talking for a long time, like, yeah, you know, I don't want to be here forever,
Yeah.
and yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We had some people at my work that are like just celebrated like 35th. I mean, there's from some acquisitions they they weren't at Centene for 35 years or whatever, but still.
Dang.
Wow. That's a long time.
Hannah, are you a fan? Wait, actually, before I ask this, so if you work with jewelry, does that make you a jeweler?
Uh, in a sense, yes.
That's a
When
cool
people
word.
talk about jeweler, yeah. When people talk about jeweler, I feel like they're talking more about like metal work and that type of jewelry. This is more
Gotcha.
like beads on wire or elastic, and I'm crimping the. I'm making a finished product basically just by putting crimps on the end of it, and there's like little lobster clasps to hook into the tag, and
Yeah.
we can make them in different sizes. I mean, I know how to do it very well, so
Nice.
That's super cool. So,
I'm a
are you a
jeweler,
fan?
I guess.
Yeah, I'm a jeweler. Are you a fan of the jingles?
Yes, I do like them a lot, and I think my favorite ones have been involving Timon. I think just
Yeah.
because
Nice.
he and Brad can sing, harmonize very nicely together. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
We miss Timon a lot. What's maybe like two of your favorite ones?
Mouse in the House. It's a good
Heck
one.
yeah.
Quick story about that. The dolphin cruise for the second session, I think, they played that over the loudspeaker. And I'm pretty sure in a lot. So maybe they'll do it again. I don't know. Maybe there'll be a different something that they play over the loudspeaker if it's the same cruise. But it was so fun. Such a good
They
time.
should play Hello It Is like I'm Time and Him, sure whatever.
Hello, I am Timon.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
The dentist.
That'd be
Yes.
funny.
So good.
The dentist one is hilarious. Oh, and Equine
Yeah.
One, which
Yes,
is
that-
so good. Gosh.
Yes. That was very well done by Timon. So
Yeah. Super fun. Oh, sorry. I'm bumping things over here. All right. Well, Hannah, do you have any final words for this first hang with Hannah Warner?
I don't. It's been a great time, and thanks for inviting me on because I've started to say yes to things that I wouldn't have said yes to before, and this is one of them.
Nice.
Just having a chat with some fellow ghosties. So
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Just kidding.
It was lovely getting to know you, getting to know a little bit about you and meet you. It's great.
That's really like the delightful thing about what this has become. The Hangin' With episodes. I think in the beginning, I wanted to make sure that it was like really exciting and that there was good content and that I was asking like maybe good questions or something. And of course, there has to be something to asking good questions. I get that, which I haven't been great at. But Shelby was just encouraging me at some point along the process to just like there's
Let
no
it flow.
pressure. Yeah,
Yeah.
just like let it be. And that's what's been kind of nice is each episode is a little bit of a reflection of the person, and it's been cool just
Yeah.
getting to know people, and that's the beauty of this whole thing. It's just getting to know ghosties. So, and honestly, you're like one of the legendary ghosties. So, appreciated you joining in.
Yes.
We're honored that you. I know, and that's also a part of the thing is like, at first I was like, oh, there's so many of these like big name like these people who've been name dropped so many times, and we've heard these stories about them, and we've seen them in the background on these Gene Shorts videos that were filmed at the Getaway and or the Getaway pods that they recorded, and then as we've been going along this process, you just realize, yeah, but everyone's just people, like everyone's just like living their lives, like we're just having fun. The beauty of it all is that like it's just a bunch of strangers that have become friends over this commonality that is the Ghost Runners podcast. This like the love of laughing together, the the faith aspect of it all. Like, I mean, it's just been a great community to be a part of, and a really good community to get to know more and more as we've gone through this whole process. So,
Yeah.
so thanks for being a part of it.
Are you ready for
Thank
another group chat that you can have to get caught up on periodically?
It's not as active as it
I mean,
once was.
I
Yeah.
will join, but I'm probably just gonna be like a silent observer. So,
But you know what? Like that's
because I feel like that's.
yeah, and that's probably like the healthier way to do it. And it's like I had like mad respect for Janelle Bennell today when she popped in the chat at the end of the day. She's like, I forget how she said it. But she's like, done with work for the day. Just
Somebody summarize this.
Yeah, somebody let me know
thing.
what's been going on. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably how it should be. Is like not getting distracted at work with like,
oh yeah, like, what's going on there? Yeah.
Let me add my funny thing or whatever. Whatever. Cool beans. Well, hey, that has been Hanging with Hannah Warner. Ghosties, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. And go ahead and smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Just kidding. I'm joking. Hannah, we will see you in just a couple of days.
Yep.
Yes,
travels.
absolutely.
Peace.
You too.
See ya. Take care.
Bye.
All right.
Ghosties on second.